Hi everyone, I'm Sunshine,
And I'm Shogo.
and welcome to OMG Japan.
In this podcast, Rakugo master Katsura Sunshine and Let Shogo delve into the theme of enjoying Japan more, revealing the secrets of Japanese culture and the behind the scenes of our activities, all while aiming to connect more closely with you.
Okay. Sunshine, we were over there. You see Isoichi
Okay.
was over there. We had some of those sperms and the salmon and everything over there.
We had the
did?
sperms, yes.
Right, 6 seconds, right?
Welcome to Mokuba-tei.
See? It's over here.
A
Super
full
close.
6 seconds away from Isoichi.
Yeah, it was a long journey, but we're
So here
finally
we
out
are.
here.
The gentleman on this poster may look familiar.
yeah, he does a little bit, yeah.
In my youth, 3 months ago, we took that picture.
3 months ago. Yeah,
And
he does
then,
look familiar. Yes, absolutely.
And then
Wow.
Mokuba-tei with the retro sign. Enjoy
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
I don't remember us serving Coca-Cola at the shows, but at least we're sponsored here by Coke.
Maybe.
And then you got the display,
Nice. Omachi
and you got the display. But what I'm really proud of is because we're here for 1 week,
Yeah.
a full week. This is the Noboribata.
It's just so huge, though.
Massive,
Yeah.
3 times as tall as
my
me.
Gosh. Yeah, exactly. Wow. Katsura Sunshine.
Shining in the middle of Asakusa.
Yeah.
I almost said Osaka.
It's in Osaka. Not Osaka. In Asakusa. Wow.
So why don't you come in?
Yes,
on in.
absolutely. I love the atmosphere outside already.
There you go. Should I lead
Yeah,
you
you
in?
go inside first.
Yep. There you go.
Oh, more beer.
This is the inside of the theater.
Ooh.
Lots of different shows, including Rakugo, happening here.
Yeah.
And other kinds of shows.
Uh-huh.
Small theater, other comedy shows, some music shows, that kind of thing.
Wow.
Kodan is done a lot here. Kodan is a lot like Rakugo, but it's rhythmical and usually historical themes.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. And then, dun, 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 here is the theater.
Here we are.
Dun, 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 dun. This is where it all happens.
Oh, yeah. How many people can hear? It's beautiful. I love it.
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah.
There's about 120 seats.
Good.
But then they pull out, when we had more people, they pulled out fold-up chairs.
Oh, really?
But I've heard from the owners of the theater that
Yeah.
they had a very esteemed master of some art form. I can't remember what. I think he was a shamisen player.
Yeah.
But he was doing his final show here, and they had something crazy like 200 people here. So
Really?
200
Almost
or
2 times the number of
200,
seats.
almost double. There's
Yeah.
150, 120, so yeah, they doubled it.
Almost double.
Basically, they put chairs on the stage, so he had only a little bit of stage to play apparently, but still, people wanted to. That's how
crazy.
so they really pack it in.
Yeah. Wow.
So this is awesome. Yeah, I love this theater.
Yeah, the traditional kind of.
This
theater
is
here.
Sunshine's home in Tokyo.
And you were saying earlier that your Choching is here too, right?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Chochi is right up here. Katsura Sunshine.
So cute. Yes.
Azamas.
Katsura Sunshine. Wow.
Kagaitemasu.
Yes, absolutely. So these are all the names of people who have performed here before, or?
These
currently?
are. That's a good question. I don't know who they are.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Is it okay if we go closer to the stage?
Sure,
too,
yeah.
on the
Let's go
side?
to the stage.
Yeah. Wow, this is amazing. So glad we're here today. Oh, wait, look. That's Sunshine's mark. That's what do you call it? Logo Kamon or?
Kamon.
Kamon, right?
Family crest. Yeah.
Nice. Wow. Wait, I'm trying to ask you, is the Kamon here from the Katsura family or?
That one is Katsura. Yes.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Because we have it on the OMG Japan's, a lot of the videos,
Yeah.
openings and endings too. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Thank you for using my Kamon.
Yeah. This is beautiful. And we get to go on stage too from the inside, I guess.
Yep.
So.
Should we go?
Yeah, let's go over there.
Go to the
too.
dressing room?
Yeah. Wow. The seats they're so cute. It's like really like a retro theater. How old is Mokuba-tei then?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask.
Because those look pretty old actually.
Yeah. It's not a new theater.
Okay, so
But it just has so much character.
Yes, it does. Oh, wow. So you take off your shoes here. I mean, of course, you guys who are going to be coming and watching the show aren't going to be coming over here, but this is the gakuya area then.
Gakuya, which is the dressing room. Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
And here's the nameplates of various people who perform here regularly.
Wow. Is there a name here too? Not yet?
Nope,
Maybe soon.
it is not. I don't think I'm using these. I don't know what they use these for, but
Oh.
I'm not using them.
Makes sense.
So that's why they made me a flag and a chochin, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure what these are. But these are used for some specific purpose, and I don't think that applies to my Rakugo somehow. I forgot how.
Okay.
Yeah, I got my kimonos hung up here.
Nice.
These ones were not lost in the luggage, thank God.
You were talking about that a little bit, yes.
Unlike my other kimonos.
Yeah. When was that you said happened?
Just last week.
Last week when you went to New York again? Or?
Well, I went to New York, then to Toronto. And then Toronto, they had terrible snowstorms plus a plane crash.
Yes.
And so
It's very scary.
two runways were closed for the time being. So that just threw everything off. And then I had to spend 2 extra nights in Dallas. They booked me on a flight from Toronto to Dallas to LA to Tokyo. That's how screwed up it was. But each stopover was 1 hour. So when my flight left Toronto an hour late, I was okay, well, I guess I'm staying in Dallas tonight. And it ended up being 2 nights because the next day's flight got canceled. And my bag apparently is still in Dallas.
Yeah. With your precious kimono and Audi in it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to name the airline American.
You're not going to say it, right? No. Of course. Okay. So this is really close to
This is where it all happens. And then, when
the
the show starts, I come out onto stage like this, so you can get the feeling of coming out on stage.
Oh, wow. Right over here, right?
Yeah, come on up.
Okay.
And you say, thank you very much.
Nice.
Bow to everyone, and then...
Oh, wow, the zabuton is huge.
Yeah, and this zabuton is completely indented. It's like way lower here because I've been sneaking on, and I'm fat. And so, okay, a little explanation.
Yeah, please.
For a zabuton, for a cushion, it's actually a long piece of cloth that you fold in half and sew up.
Oh, yeah.
So you sew it here, you sew it here, it's sewn here, right?
Yeah.
But here's where it's folded in half. So there's no sewing here because this is where it was folded in half, right? It's called nuime.
Yeah,
Nuime in Japanese means the sewing part.
Yeah, the
right?
line there.
The sewn part, the line. And so nuime no nai, there's no sewing line here. So this is the part you face towards the audience.
That's right.
I don't think that's just Rakugo. I think that's traditional Japanese thinking.
Exactly.
Is that it's always like there's a lot of Japanese culture where you don't want to divide.
Yes.
Like when you give a gift at a wedding, you want to make it an odd number of bills, of 10,000 yen bills. Like 10,000 yen or 30,000 yen or 50,000 yen.
50,000, yep.
Because if you give 40,000 yen, then it feels like, you can evenly divide it. So that is considered a little bit bad luck or bad fortune. Like, they might get divorced someday or something like that, right?
That's right.
So you keep things odd numbers. And then so this too, like this is the part that has not been divided, right? You can't divide it. And so this should be facing the audience.
Exactly.
But this has been facing the audience the whole week. And I've been kneeling on it for 3 hours a day, 1.5 hours in the afternoon, 1.5 hours in the evening. And so the after effects, the shape of my knees and my legs are like implanted in it. So it's actually way thinner at that part than anywhere else. So I'm going to do something a little bit untowards, and I'm going to but this is a secret, and it's blocked off so nobody can see it. But now, this is completely different. So yeah, I got to do this because otherwise,
Your life,
Otherwise,
you
this
gotta
zabuton is just gonna like sink into like paper thinness. It's also like killing my knees. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a microphone here?
We got a little mic here.
Cool. Oh, so it's actually catching your voice.
And this mic
Yeah.
is the typical Rakugo mic, also Manzai. It's a Sony. They call it Sampachi, which is a 38. I think it's a C38. C38B. Anyway, if you want to look it up, guys, it's a mic, and it basically has not changed for something crazy like 60, 70 years, or maybe even more.
Really?
And it's just an incredible mic because I'm talking to you in this direction, and it's picking everything up.
It is, exactly.
Yeah, it is an incredible mic for this kind of use. So every proper theater in Japan will have these. I mean, I have two of my own. They're quite expensive.
Oh, okay.
They're like $1,500, $2,000, that kind of thing. Like they're quite expensive mics.
Yeah.
But working in the United States, like not every theater is going to have this because they don't have a use for it, right? This is very, very standard for theaters in Japan. So you would never have to really buy your own in Japan. But working abroad, you really, really need to bring your own if you want the same look. First of all, it has a real retro look to it, and also just the quality of the mic is just off the charts. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I didn't know we would be talking about mics when we came.
No, that's great. I think a lot of people like these equipment too. So.
Yeah. No, it's very
cool.
Just straighten that out. Yeah.
What do you have in your hands, by the way? What are those?
This?
Yeah.
These are called kobyoshi.
Kobyoshi.
And you'll see in the Rakugo, this is to signify change of scene or just to emphasize some kind of statement or something like that. Some kind of change. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Now, this table is called a kendai.
Okay.
Which is reading table.
Yeah.
Or seeing table, basically. And this is not used typically in Tokyo Rakugo or Edo Rakugo. It's used in Kamigata or Osaka Rakugo.
Okay.
And there's one reason for this is that you use this to make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
And Osaka Rakugo tends to be noisier.
Yeah.
Noisier, rhythmical, and more hade, which means out there.
Yes.
And there's historical reasons for that. In Tokyo, or Edo, Edo is the old name for Tokyo.
Yep.
The raku used to be done in a tatami room where everyone came to see the show, and they were there for the whole show, and they weren't going to leave. So it's much slower, it's much more elegant. The storytellers take their time. There's not as much as a concentration on getting a laugh every second.
Yeah.
In Osaka Rakugo, it was done outside. We are going to walk down that crowded street towards Sensoji Temple, right? That's called a sando. I think, right? Like it's just like a festival kind of market.
Yeah.
It's not just now, which is very much for tourists and everything, but that's traditional Japan. Is the street leading up to a temple or shrine would have the whole like marketplace atmosphere going.
Exactly.
Rakugo was performed there, outside, trying to get people to come. So you had to make noise, right? Just step right up, everybody. I've got a good story for you today. Omiki Tokuri, the sacred sake bottle. Now I know what you're thinking. Every sake bottle is sacred, but this one is particularly sacred. You want to know how sacred? Stay for the show, that kind of thing. So really making noise, attracting people. And then the other thing is that people, if they're watching outside, they could leave anytime if they got bored or if they didn't think you were funny. So Osaka Rakugo has to be much more rhythmical, much more emphasis on jokes, not necessarily on elegance, but just really telling a funny story and keeping people engaged. And so that historical background has led to the quite different styles of delivery and the different use of props between Osaka and Tokyo, where 90% of the Rakugo is the same. We share the same stories and the same techniques. We're looking left and right at the same time, so same rules, but the atmosphere of it is quite different because of the different backgrounds.
Excellent, awesome. So it's great we actually get to hear these different props and you get to see these too then here.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Cheers.
Wow. So what, the other Rakugo club might not have these then when they actually perform here?
When Osaka Rakugo come here, they'll have, like, this belongs to the theater.
Oh, okay.
And the reason it belongs to the theater is because actually this is not a Rakugo kendai.
Oh,
this is a lot bigger. I like it anyway, but this is actually for kodan.
Oh.
And in Osaka, in Tokyo, kodan uses this. Rakugo does not. But when Rakugo come here, this is good enough. Like Ours would be usually smaller. It's usually less wide than the hizakakshi here. Hizakakshi is knee-hiding wood.
Knee-hiding wood here,
hides
the
your
one we were
knees.
looking at earlier.
Right.
Awesome.
So this is mine, obviously, because it has my kamon
they're
on
kamon
it.
on
I
it,
bring
yeah.
this in, but this is the theater, so I just use theirs.
Awesome.
But I like it. The big one, it's kind of nice.
Yes.
But you can see, if I take this away, you can see how this has its own very lovely design. So
It does.
ordinarily, you wouldn't be blocking it with this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like the.
So this would be kodan. This is the way they would do it. Yeah. So I think it has a nice design on it.
It does.
here,
It
too.
does. Yes.
Yeah. I'm actually not sure where they would put the mic. Maybe closer or here. I'm not sure how kodan does it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, but it's lovely on its own. But then for my shows to make it just more Rakugo style, I put this. in
Yeah,
front.
and of course it has to have your mark on it too. So
Yeah.
I love it. It's really, really cool.
Cheers. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, kodan is a very different culture, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
I did a little bit of a study about kodan too when I did videos on Rakugo in the past couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So
So there's a Rakugo story that includes kodan.
really?
It's called Kushami Koshaku.
Oh.
Koshaku is another word for kodan. And it's about this this kind of rich guy in the town whose hobby is kodan, this historical, right? Like the way they do it, you bang both of these. I think I'm not sure if you have kobayashi or if you have like I don't know. You have another one that looks like a fan, but it's just a solid plastic thing. You kind of bang them together like this, right? The year was 1649. And Shogo-san made his first trip to Asakusa. He came to Asakusa, and the first thing he did was eat some dango. He said, I've never had dango like this. The dango in Osaka, where I am from, or Kyoto, whatever you want to call it, is a little bit different than this dango. What's so different about it? That's the subject of our story. Okay, now don't quote me on that. I think kodan people are going to be very upset right now that I'm just making fun of them. But it's basically like that kind of rhythmical thing, and then a historical talking. And there's some comedy in that as well, but it's like that. So in the Rakugo, the servants in the household are really sick of the master having these kodan shows, and he forces the whole neighborhood to come watch.
Yeah.
So what they do is they place pepper on the table.
Okay.
So when he hits it, the pepper flies up into his nose, and he's so the year was 1649. 1649. And Shogo-san came all the way from anyway, there's sneezing and talking throughout the entire story. Clearly, I have never done that story, but I really like the story. It's really funny. I may do it someday. It'd be fun to show people what kodan is as well while doing it. So it's another art form. Yeah,
Absolutely. Yes.
So it's interesting how these art forms get like. Kabuki really overlaps with Rakugo a lot. There are Rakugo stories that have Kabuki as part of them.
Yep.
And there are some Kabuki stories which were taken from Rakugo. So they were Rakugo first before they became Kabuki.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of overlap there. But then even on kodan and Rakugo, that kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. And the back over here looks like it's a door, right? I was really curious.
Fusuma, that's pretty typical of a yosei. Yeah.
Yeah. Does it actually open, or is it just this is on?
Yeah, I think there's. I'm not going to open it. I don't know what secrets are hidden behind there, but
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, like having like doors on the back of a stage it's not super common all around the world, right?
Well, that's not around the world, no.
Right,
but
right,
Japanese
yeah.
yosei is very typical, yeah.
Right. I really want to do more studying about this.
And then some kind of painted kanji words
calligraphy?
up there, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder
Japanese
what it
calligraphy.
says. Do you tobu ho mau? Probably like a dragon and phoenix, dragon flying, phoenix dancing kind of meaning.
Shogo-san is very good at Japanese. I have no idea what it says.
Yeah, I just happen to be good at Japanese a little bit, you know? It's a really nice message, though.
Yeah.
Wow. So there's going to be your guests coming here soon to enjoy your Rakugo.
All 5 people.
Myself. All 5 people. Yeah, at the moment, you said you don't have that many people coming yet, right?
Well, what we did, we had one show a month here for 2 years. And last year, it was packed every time. But now A lot of people, because it's one day,
Yeah.
well, they couldn't fit their schedule, they couldn't come, that kind of thing. Excuse me.
You okay?
Also, considering
Yeah.
that there's 3 million people coming to Japan every month, we wanted to open it up to as many people who are visiting Japan as possible. But we just started that last month. So right now, with our advertising not kicking in yet, ladies and gentlemen, we've just managed to divide one show's worth of audience among 10 shows. So I got about 15 people a show.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
That's a lot of fun, but it's good. Really good audiences. You'll see.
Yeah.
It's good.
Absolutely.
It's good for me to do Rakugo in front of small audiences too. It's a different challenge. So it's
Yeah, you'll be able to have like a stronger bond with the people who come too. So you'll actually have like good fans, I bet. You know?
But the other thing is, the laughter does not last very long, even if people are laughing. So I have to be much more on the ball.
Wow, that is interesting.
A full theater of laughter, when they laugh at a joke, that's a good, like, maybe even 1 second, sometimes even 2 seconds, that my brain gets to rest. And if there's constantly those breaks, that's a completely different level of conversation than when I just have to keep going. Because the laughter, like, dissipated in like a split second.
Yeah.
So, in terms of concentration, in terms of Rakugo practice, I'm not saying I'm practicing on them, but I'm saying the practice of Rakugo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the equivalent of maybe walking or running with like some weights on your ankles.
Yeah.
Right? So then when you're free of those, like when I go, next time the theater's full, or if I go to Broadway and there's 300 people listening, doing the same stories, and then you've got the mental breaks of the laughter and the rhythm of all that, it's just way easier than doing it for 10 people who are just, they're right there, so you have to really just do it. Well, you'll see when you do it, I think, for an audience. You'll see like, when people are laughing a long time, that's a huge mental break for you.
Really?
And it plays nicely throughout the performance,
Interesting. Wow. All right. So the ones you were doing once a month last year, was it in English too, or?
Yep, that was in English too, so nothing's changed there. It's the same kind of idea.
Yeah.
But now it's 10 shows. It's also, I have not done so many concentrated Rakugo shows in ages, since I was living in Mie prefectures in Ise. So to do an afternoon evening for like 5 days in a row, something like that.
Yeah.
It's that's a lot of seiza.
Yeah, it is, yes.
I'm on my knees for about 3 hours a day. So
That is a long time.
hopefully quickly get some apprentices here so that they can come on and do 5 or 10 minutes between my sets.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe some in Japan too.
And you will be performing here in September. Maybe we should make that the inaugural performance of our influencer Ichimon.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to be sitting here, right?
He'll be sitting right there, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, well, give me the camera. Let me try. Let's try it out.
Yeah, really? Okay.
100%. You're better dressed for it than I am right now.
I still have my coat on and everything, but wait, so I'm allowed to step on this? Is it?
100%. Yeah, like normal.
Wow.
There you go. Oh my
Sorry,
God.
I have my
Suits
coat
you.
on and everything, but
There he is.
wow, I have never. Oh, cool. Thank you so much for the fan. Wow, I've never been on stage like this
Totally
before.
suits you.
Yeah, I've only, I've been on stage for no theater and everything, like shakuhachi, but
Sure.
this is different. Like sitting down like this,
Yeah.
right in the middle of the stage is really, really interesting.
Well, and the feeling of when everybody laughs at one of your jokes is going to be, you're going to love it. You're going to get addicted.
Yeah. And you hit the table with this? Then?
Yep.
With this?
Yep. You don't have to do it so delicately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Wow. Well, I think I'm going to be enjoying it though. Yeah, I simply do love speaking in front of people in the first place.
Yeah. Oh, and your
Yeah.
voice is excellent. You're
Oh,
so suited
thank you
to this.
so much. Yeah. I
it's
used to
been so
do
much
it a
fun.
lot, when I was doing the samurai training activity and all that kind of stuff too, talking about history and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved really, should I say, trying my best to find the best the timing and how long I wait to get to the next story.
Yeah.
Either one focused and concentrated and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My gosh. I'm going to feel totally different by September, though, with a little bit more of practice and training then.
100%. Well, we're starting our training today.
Today?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you need to learn how to sit on a zabuton.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Shall I tell you?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right now? Yeah.
You were expecting instruction, and I just said, no, perfect.
No, okay. I thought it was like.
Oh,
No.
Of course.
I thought they were like really strict rules or something.
There are no, you're
okay?
perfect.
Right.
There's nothing.
huge
You're better than I am.
Awesome. All right.
You're already better at the Rakugo basics than me.
All right. Then, how about we go outside then?
Should we go outside? Yeah.
Yeah, take a walk
Explore a
around.
little bit of the
Let's do it.
Asakusa environs.
Before the show.
Perfect. Okay.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to today's podcast. The two of us are involved in various Japan-related projects on a global scale, so please take a look at the description for more information. We're looking forward to your comments too. Then we'll talk to you again in the next one. ありがとうございました。